What's up, guys? It's Bye here. So 6 days left in my KvK Season 3 here. So it's time for me to give you guys a final update on my performance in this KvK, some of the mistakes that I made, and my overall experience with KvK Season 2 and Season 3 so far. And maybe you might be wondering, would I consider going back to play KvK Season 2 and Season 3 again? Right, so stick around. So, I might have killed way too much of my troops in this KvK. I don't know how. It's go from having 100,000 death troop only, and I was saying, oh, it's such a boring KvK. There's no fighting, and it went up to. Are you ready? Guess how much death troop I have now? 2.1 million. I am at 2.1 million, almost 2.2 million death troop, guys. I don't know how that happened, but I was busy with a lot of stuff, so I was mostly doing like fighting offline, off stream, and oh my god, 2369, they did give us a run for our money in their zone. So a lot of death troop for me here. Definitely not some things that I planned, but it just happened, and I just like, oh my god, I should go with the flow, pretty much. It's a little bit more death troops than what I initially anticipated, because one thing is that I honestly don't want to kill too much of my troop in KvK Season 3 because you only get 30% death troop back, right? It's better for me to kill my troop in Season 4 because I'm getting back 50%, but there is just I just can't control myself. So how much power I have left right now? I am currently at 68 million power. However, I have a whole bunch of troops in the hospital still, right? 500A 1000. 500A 1000 troops in the hospital. Okay, let me do a quick heal here. Oh my, oh my. I'll tell you guys the story, okay? What happened. So in Kingsland, right? Like the fight in Kingsland for us was super fast, right? So in Kingsland, we took the gate early. We shut down 2369, and their ally got shut down earlier as well. So we thought, oh, this KvK is over, right? So we like, okay. So we're like, okay, maybe in the next zone and the zone after that, 2369 probably not gonna defend. We just gotta take things slow, easy here. We just gotta have an easy capture, easy destroying on their structure. Well, I was so wrong. So, when the level 8 gate unlocked, right, we had to invade their zone, and they was holding out very, very long. It took us a lot of time to take their level 8 gate. They defend extremely, extremely well. So I got about 500,000 to 600,000 death troop when that level 8 gate open. And we're like, okay, so like I got 600,000 death troop, and I was like, oh, okay. So 2069, they probably just not gonna defend their zone, right? I like, when the level 9 get open, we just gotta have we just gotta have free time here, right? It's gonna be like pretty easy time here. We just got like free burn the territory. Oh my, I got another 1.5 million death troop when the level 9 get open. They put up a lot of fighting at the gate here. At some point we were struggling. Some point we was lacking. To be honest, we were lacking some of the player. Especially during our downtime. So I think they planned 2369. They planned to 1v1 us in this zone, and we wasn't prepared. For myself, I definitely underestimate them a lot. You can saw like a lot of time when I was streaming, I wasn't even using like 50% army expansion. I was using 25% army expansion most of the time, because I was like, okay, 2369 is not gonna defend for very long, so let's just use 25% army expansion here. And then the fight keep going on. I'm like, oh, are they gonna defend again? Let's use another 25% army expansion here, and man, they keep defending. And the thing is that I was doing some swarming. I was doing some flag swarming with a 25% army expansion too, and it definitely kill more of my troop because I could have swum a lot more effective if I was using 50% army expansion. Some point we will add some kind of a stalemate, and there will like a lot of CD from the enemy surrounding the flag, and I just feel like if we don't speeding up, we just not gonna get here. And they just gotta keep like reinforcing the flag, and I was like, okay, I got a swarm. It just like speeding up here, especially we on the clock, right? I feel like sometimes when it comes to fighting, especially in the enemy zone, or sometimes when I feel like, okay, we are going against the clock here, I think we need to speeding up, we need to burn thing here, we need to gain more territory. That is when I got a swarm, or someone got a swarm, right? So that we can burn that territory fast. So that is what happened. That's what happens. That is where I get most of my troop farm, death troop farm, right? Pretty much, I would say 80% of the death troop are from my flag swarming. A lot of time I don't really enjoy the rally because my march is on the field all the time, and they were doing a lot of like archer rally, and I was running mostly infantry and cavalry outside, so I wasn't able to join that many rally. And a lot of time when I try to join rally, I just couldn't fit in because the rally got filled up pretty quickly. So I would just prefer to just like, you know, hang around like controlling the field, and then when the time come, I just help with swarming. And a lot of time like the swarm coming for me, a lot of time are either even or positive. Sometimes I do get negative trades. Sometimes depend on how quickly the enemy can reinforce their building. And it also depends on who garrisoning, right? There are some pay-to-win player garrisoning with good equipment. But hey, I do help with speeding up. And for that, I was able to get to top three in skill event, right? As you can see right here, a lot of, I think the top 10 was, there were 9 people from 2361 was in the top 10 for the kill event. 9 out of 10. I know there are a lot more people as well from like top 50 or even top 100s are from 2361. We spent a lot of time fighting against 2369. And you can see right here, like for someone who stopped spending, I was able to get 182 million poi, right? Pretty solid number, right? I would consider myself free to play. Right? Some of you might disagree. I'm not gonna go into that topic again. But hey, right, represent the no more spending money here, right? I can still manage to get to top 3, and I could have go higher. I think I could have go higher if I wasn't like if I wasn't underestimate 2369 a lot. I could have get a lot more points by using 50% arm expansion most of the time. I was using 25% arm expansion, and on the last day, I was so pissed off that they keep like resisting us. I use 50%. I like, yo, screw these guy. I'm gonna use 50% here. I'm gonna charge in. I'm gonna keep kicking their ass. So that's what happened. So like definitely, I think like underestimating the enemy was definitely one of the biggest mistake, even for my kingdom and even for myself as well. So like 2361, we stopped counting DKP after Kingsland. We were like, okay, Kingsland is done. And probably the leadership team probably thinks that 2369 will not fight, but they were so wrong. Like, most of the fight happened after the gate. Like there was not much fighting when Kingsland opening. Right, there were a little bit of fighting in the altar, a little bit of fighting in the ancient ruin, but most of the fighting was freaking after the level 8 get open. Right, I got I got 2 million death troop after the gate open. Level 8 gate, level 9 gate here. Like a lot of death troop for me. And I got a lot of kill as well, right? So I went from 5.6, right, 5.6 billion to almost 6.2 billion here. So you can say that I got almost 600 million points in this KvK, which is, I would say, a pretty decent amount of kills, right? A lot of people complaining that there are not much fighting in KvK Season 3, but hey, I got a good amount of fighting here, and sometimes it could be too much for me as well because I was pretty busy with work. I was like, oh my god, it's not over yet, right? So like yesterday, I was like, oh my god, it's not over yet. Like, why do I still have to fight here? So that was what I was asking myself. So it was funny, to be honest. Funny from like because I thought that there's not gonna be a lot of fighting here, and we could like be prepared for KvK Season 4 and just sign up right away. But hey, 69 burn us out, like burn me out. It burned me out. And you can see right here, like, I am trying to saving some of my speed up here from healing. But instead of me spending 10 days of speed up healing here, I'm just doing some small heal here. I am cheap like that, and prepare. Right? I think I can definitely prepare for next KvK as well. I still have a lot of resources here, right? Good amount for me to jump right back into KvK Season 4. But in terms of speed up, I am lacking. I am definitely lacking universal speed up here for healing. So maybe we might need a skip or 2 skip here before we can sign up for KvK Season 4. So lesson number 1, right? Do not underestimate your enemy, right? And lesson number 2 is that maybe you're not gonna get your fight right away, but always prepare, right? Always prepare for the fight, right? Don't think that you're going to get an easy KvK and then all of a sudden, right, your people getting 0, right? At some point, Trey 369 they managed to capture the gate. And they 0 a couple of our city. They got their king random TP inside our zone and 0 a whole bunch of like farm account as well. He looted a lot of resources. I was chasing after that guy for a couple times, but then I was like, oh my god, I don't have enough teleport to go after this fucker here. Right, I'm running low on teleport as well. Right, I have a 39 teleport only here. I mean, I gotta use the teleport like sparingly, I just don't have the money to just keep buying the whole thing, and I want to save my gem for CPO Wheel of Fortune when we go into KvK Season 4, and possibly working on my equipment as well. So those are some of the mistakes, right? Underestimate enemy, expect there no fight when there fight. I would say Train 261 also made a mistake for like stop counting the DKP as well. I just have to be honest with you guys here that I think the moment we stopped counting the DKP, a lot of the people they did not try very hard. So that is where, right? So when like we stopped counting DKP in Kingsland, and then most of the fight happened after, and then we were like, okay, where's the people at? Sometime, right? A lot of time we had the people, right? But sometimes we just feel like, okay, the people are not trying super hard here because the DKP are not being counted anymore. And one of the reasons why I have to go hard, just to represent us, right? I definitely do not want to see our flag burning. I definitely do not want to see us getting pushed back by the enemy, right? So sometimes when I'm online and I see things happen, I'm like, okay, I gotta try harder. I gotta make up for, I gotta pick up the slack for other players, right? Because they didn't try super hard. Let's be honest here. Okay. So that those are some of the things that we did in this KvK Season 3. Right? Do we have fun? Right? We have fun. Right? I to be honest, right? To be honest with you guys, I did have fun with like fighting in the ancient ruin again. Right? Using one market, we had some fun there. Kingsland was no fun. Right? I think I was hoping for a big fight in Kingsland. It didn't happen. But hey, I mean like they're fighting here in the other zone, and it was during weekdays, right? Which is unfortunate. I cannot stream during weekdays anymore because we're going back to work and whatnot, and I have a lot more work as well. So I wasn't able to stream when I was fighting because it mostly doing like weekday time, and I just couldn't like get off my work and do streaming. It's not how it works. So okay. Next one is my experience for, let me tell you guys my experience for KvK Season 2 and Season 3. So like, I migrate back here, right? I migrate back to KvK Season 2, Season 3 again to just have fun, right? And to win OL, which I did. So like, it's definitely something for a change. You had to go back and use some of the old commanders. And if you like an old players, you definitely have that advantages over some of the new player. Right? That is something I have to admit. Right? I definitely have that advantages when it comes to fighting some of the player here. It did KvK. So the pro is that I mean like you don't have to spend money. Right? I did not spend any money. in this KvK. and I can save my gems because most of my commander expertise already. So I didn't know what to spend my gems on. I don't spend on the Wheel of Fortune. I was just waiting for that treasure night event. But like a couple times it happened, it doesn't have the blueprint that I was looking for, so I didn't spend my gems. So like people were asking me, oh, why you have so much gem? Did you buy a lot of bundles? No, I did not. It's just I didn't spend my gems. Uh, so like, I mean like, maybe you can do it once in a while, maybe once every year or every 2 years if you feel like if you feel like you want to get away from that season of conquest KvK, maybe you can do it. The downside is that you are missing out on the new content, right? I would say people are going crazy over those commanders, right? The new commander like Sapio, Nevsky, right? I do not have access to those commanders. It's just more like if you go into KvK Season 4, you just have a lot more option when it comes to commanders. But then again, the cons is that you have to go against a lot of like pay to win player. So that is definitely the downside. Like would I go back to play KvK Season 2 and Season 3 again? Most likely not gonna happen anytime soon. Definitely not gonna be another year or a year and a half before I even consider. I definitely want to go back to KvK Season 4 to enjoy the new content, right? To enjoy the new commander with the new relic buff, you know. A lot of those content I was missing out because I am in the Jungle Kingdom. And another thing is that you cannot migrate forward now, right? It's tough. It's tough, I would say. Especially for myself as a content creator. I would say it's more exciting. I would say it's more exciting for you to play in season of conquest KvK. I think. You have a chance to go against more kingdoms. Instead of like in KvK Season 2 and Season 3, you are fighting against the same group of kingdoms most of the time. But like overall experience is pretty good. Right, KvK Season 2 and Season 3 is pretty good. I would strongly recommend Season 2 and Season 3 for the people who still kind of like working on the commanders. For the people who haven't like who don't spend a lot of money, right? Free to play player. And I would strongly recommend you guys to go and play Season 2 and Season 3 again. If you have an like expertise, your Alex, you have an expertise your Charmatel, you have an expertise your YSG, or even working on Saturn, right? I would recommend you guys to stick around Season 2 and Season 3 for some time, working on these commander before you going into Season of Conquest. I think you better have this commander at a very strong state before you kind of like going into the next state, which is KvK Season 4. Right? I would not recommend new player with none of these commander expertise going back to KvK Season, going advanced forward to KvK Season 4. I don't think it's a good idea, right? For myself, it's a different story. I already have all of the commander expertise, and I have a lot of like Season of Conquest commander as well. So like when I go back to Season of Conquest KvK, I am ready, right? But I don't think for a lot of the new player, I don't think you guys gotta be ready. I honestly don't think you guys gotta be ready for that Season of Conquest. You go there, you're going to get wrecked. Like not wrecked, like super wrecked. One thing is that like the pay to win players, they gotta be so much stronger. And even the no pay to win players, they have a lot of like Season of Conquest commander expertise. They gotta destroy you, okay? So you need to have these commanders at a very strong state, and you need to have a decent equipment as well before you even consider going to Season of Conquest KvK. Unless you don't care so much about like getting kills. If you focus a lot more on reinforcing the building, on enjoying the rally, then you don't need a lot of commanders. Okay, so then maybe you can go to Season of Conquest KvK to unlock more commander. But if you want to be able to fight well, in Season of Conquest KvK, you need to have a good commanders, right? And it's it's not the same for everybody, right? My account is definitely at a state that is completely different with a lot of like new free to play player. Okay, let's put it out there. I have a lot of like expertise commander, right? And I can fight. I can hold my own in any KvK. But for new player, I don't think it's a good idea. So yeah, 6 days left here. I think it's pretty much wrapping up here. 2361 is going to get our star. Right, we are holding the Great Ziggurat here at the end, and we finally managed to break through 2369. We are burning their Crusader camp. We are destroying the Crusader fortress here, and I think this KvK is over. Right, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of fighting anymore. I'm pretty sure. I think 2361 they even remove their territory here. They remove the AF. So they're going back to their homeland very soon. Anyways, I would like to thank Kingdom 2361 for our great KvK. Right. Even though the Kingsland was not that amazing, but the fight after that was very good. I really enjoy it. I met some new player. Right. Have some good fight. Good little chat here and there. Right. Respecting each other. Right. I'm always respecting my opponent. Doesn't matter, either win or lose. It's always like respect getting you like far. You know, like when you respect, you receive the respect back. There's no need to like trash talking other kingdom or anything. That is usually how I play. Unless people coming at me like trash talking on me, then that is when I just fight back. Right? I'm not the type of I'm not the type of player that just take it. Right? I'm not that passive. But I'm nice. Yeah, I'm nice and respectful. Right? But don't come at me. Don't come trash talking me and expect me not trash talking back. Let's put it that way. But usually I don't initiate the trash talking part. Anyway, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Right? It's just like a quick video to give you guys an update of how my account perform in KvK Season 2 and Season 3. Right? I think when I go back to when I went back to KvK Season 2, I think I was at 4.7, right? I was at 4.7 and I am now at 6.2 billion kills. So I got about 1.5. Right, 1.5 billion kills. 1.5 billion kills in 2 KvK. Right, not too bad for someone who don't spend money. Right, just have to work hard, guys. Work hard. Keep playing the game. I would say, keep playing the game. Working on your account. Right, once your account getting to a decent state like my account, that is where you can enjoy the fight more. You can focus more on the fight, and you don't have to worry too much about like progressing your account. You will get there. Okay. So keep working on your account, guys. Okay. Stay tuned for a future video. Right. I think I'm thinking of like making a new series of like commander videos where I'll be talking about one commander at a time, about the pros and cons, and if you should be investing on the commander or not. So if you are interested in those videos, like keep an eye out for my new videos coming out in the future, guys. And thanks again for watching the video, guys. Peace.